did she even get up here? Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Tales of the Walking Dead. We're now to episode 2, which is called Blair and Gina. So the first episode was quite interesting. We had the two characters who met at the end of the world, as it were. Terry Crews's character, who basically went searching for love and stumbled across somebody who needed a ride along the way. And it was one of those serendipitous tales where it started out as enemies, but eventually, drifted into friendship. And kind of the overall theme, of course, that in the crazy world that is The Walking Dead, no one can go at it alone. Everyone needs somebody. And that sometimes people that you would never think could be a good friend or end up being your savior could very much become that person. So we ended the episode quite nicely, actually, in the end, and that both of them ended up surviving and heading off further to the west, where they think there might be a chance of, I guess, finding a community or at least some help, because they literally are on foot with nothing but a goat. So that was a very interesting episode, but now we're going into this one, and I believe these are all canned tales, meaning that I don't think that this episode is going to have anything to do with the last one, but who knows. But either way, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes down. So I'm ready to jump into the episode. But before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I do reactions here to shows like this, so if you are interested in watching me do that, please think of hitting that subscribe button, and as well as the notification bell, so you can notify when I do more reactions to this show. I also react to the original Walking Dead, which is coming to its end this season, but all the same, I will be reacting to it. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming. Same goes for you as well. Please go ahead and join the fam if you haven't already. Like, comment, all those great things. And we are on a march to 10K. We're very, very close. We'd love to see you be part of that family. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 2 right about now.
Statement regarding the rising assault and murder rates, as well as the rapidly growing gas shortage across America. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy this 1960s classic.
What? That is not the way you juxtapose news. The world's falling apart, but listen to this old music.
Panic equals accidents.
Which means cha-ching.
Why do you say that out loud?
And if Gina can handle the call volume, Jazz, you might find.
Ma'am, you should not have that document at your work computer.
Speaking of parties, Brian wants industrial chic at the reception.
Every time that I look at that actress, I just always remember her from Blade 3.
What about incentivizing nervous patrons? Yes, incentivize nervous patrons to upgrade their policies.
That's exploitation?
Please hold. Thank you for holding. Circle of trust here now. And
people are getting bitten? Why would you call an insurance company during this time, though? I guess if you... What is the hospital bill for being bitten by a zombie?
If anything was really wrong in the hospitals or wherever, they'd be all over it. Everybody's fine.
No, they wouldn't.
And order more mugs. They keep disappearing.
forward your calls.
Why are you looking straight at her? Damn. No shade. Oh, well, that's what happens to them. Why don't you quit your job then, ma'am?
I think our receptionist is stealing my coffee mugs.
Nope, just breaking them.
Exactly what I was talking about.
Talking about what?
Oh, he's gonna yell at her for leaving the office. Ma'am, she's off duty. Oh, I hope you didn't need anything.
You can't even follow one simple directive.
Okay, we don't need to condescend to her in public, ma'am.
Don't walk away from me, Gina. It's your job.
She's off duty. What is she saying? What's going on? Why are you casually driving someone like that? Okay, she's ready.
What the hell?
Don't say anything, ma'am. You've already pissed her off.
Couple to host.
No.
Oh no, this little kid's smiling, doesn't even realize what's happening. Please hide.
You seem like a nice girl. Nice girl shouldn't be pulling shotguns at all.
No one's old enough to be my mama.
Let me handle this.
No, listen, she's mad because of me. Gina, I won't fire you,
Not her
okay?
Karen, her whip. I can't. This is not the time to Karen, ma'am. This is not the time to Karen. This will be where you take her gun. This is where you take her gun. All right, or just watch. Thank you.
Sir, under DHS code 82A, section 12, I will be confiscating.
That's right, my brother. that was just waiting to happen, and now your son's gone. Oh, you ass. Wow, their story was quick. 5-minute episode, guys.
A coffee ground. Maybe someone else should make the coffee in the morning.
Are we doing a flashback?
Accidents, insurance.
There's a fender bender.
Please. Hold the calls for a second.
Isn't her job to answer the calls?
Maybe she's a serial killer. Maybe she's a bank robber.
What?
Maybe she's hiding a shotgun under her desk.
It was in her car, which in many U.S. states, sadly, is legal. So,
What?
How would you like me to direct this call?
basic questions.
Are you taking glassware home?
Is this the question to be asking in front of other employees? Interesting.
Hey.
This is like Groundhog Day, zombie edition.
Have you ever had a deja vu? Like, really bad deja vu?
Yes, but not like end of the world bad. I think her vest is atrocious, by the way. It's all I can stare at. It looks like a dead Christmas tree on her chest. Right on cue. Her face! I'm sorry. This actress is hilarious. She should be in more things. So she didn't see the dead person this time. So what is she doing?
She's my receptionist, and she's clearly lost her shit.
You need to talk her down. We don't have time for that.
What do you mean time?
That's gonna be you, sir. So, okay, so him dying I don't feel as bad about now because he was probably gonna end up eating his kid.
Stop! DHS is ordering you to stop! I will shoot!
Do you think anyone cares about...
Blow us all up!
Which you did last time. She actually will run you down, ma'am. I don't know why you think she actually cares enough not to kill you. She said Fast and Furious. Oh, well, there you go. I feel like this blowing up's going to be a theme. Well, now it's happening to both of them. What is this? The way she just calmly got up.
It's happening to you too, isn't it? What the hell is going on?
That man.
The NSA guy.
DHS.
What?
Department of Homeland Security.
It's like, do you know where any of the departments are?
Are we dead? Maybe this is a dream. We have to talk about this. We have to figure it out.
Yeah, let's have you not get back in the car again.
He's broken. I've mentioned it a few times to you, but
She's clearly in shock.
you're
Let's
always
just keep
busy.
going through it.
It's always broken. I wanted to...
Let her process.
Leave me alone, Blair!
Her husband just chilling every single time. I suppose he would have survived, wouldn't he? Because he was far enough. Well, maybe no. He was pretty close to the blast. Never mind.
Oh my god. It's like a movie.
Or a TV show.
What are you doing?
Trying to save our lives.
Why do you keep interfering and not just telling your husband to drive away? Like, that would be the first big change.
Closing roads as we speak. They're only keeping 2 back roads open. Route 122 and the Amateur Byway.
Okay, she's smart. And also, every time they could save this woman and they don't, which is interesting. Oh, no.
Oh my god, he's in the truck.
Yeah, every single time.
Hey, bud, everything's fine.
It's really not. Kid, can you stop, drop, and roll or something? Because you about to die. What the hell? How did she even get up here?
Can you give the seatbelt? Stop yelling at him, Blair! Come on, girl.
Well, she's got a better plan than trying to play Let's Do the Seatbelt when the kid's in trauma.
Elvis, wait up, get the seatbelt.
Oh,
It's okay.
sweetie.
It's okay, honey.
No, he's traumatized. Damn, that was a fast turnaround. He wasn't even out for like 20 minutes.
You don't want to sound...
Oh, there's blood in her nails.
He was eating your shoulder like he was starving. Just like... right through your flesh.
The way she's just describing it play by play, I can't. The fact that a vampire is talking about a zombie right now is just blowing my mind.
Your selfish voice over and over again.
Okay.
Do you think that they actually like you? Is that what you think?
They're like, why are you bringing us into this, sis? We need this job.
You should hear the shit they say about you. Jasmine, go ahead. Tell her how much you hate her hair.
No, she's like, don't bring me into this, sis.
And
I'm
your
just minding my business over here. I didn't know what y'all even doing.
So he can leave early on Mondays so that he can go see his daughter play soccer. Emmy, right?
Emily.
Emily,
enough.
it's close. We work in an insurance company. Our lives suck.
Damn. This is just a read.
Mind your own business. And drive out of town with your Ken doll. And leave me alone.
Jealous.
You're selfish.
Oh, she has a
You
rebuttal.
have stayed at your desk and just done your job. This would never have happened in the first place.
She's not wrong.
Talking about you being selfish was one of the first things I said. So you didn't even listen to the rest of it, did you?
No. Narcissists can't hear things.
Even a little bit. She would warn you to get out of here.
Then why aren't you warning anybody?
So the tanker wouldn't blow. So we can all move on.
Ladies, you need
She's not wrong, though. You keep doing the same thing and it's not working. That was inevitable. Y'all just get it out. It's getting more chaotic. How's that even possible? Every time. Every time. Y'all are really gonna have to learn to work together. This is not changing till you work together. Clearly. No, not the bitterness. She would come for you as a zombie. Like, she would hold on to that in death. I believe it.
You know what I keep thinking about?
So is no one else in this simulation? I'm confused.
Every time her husband comes back to rip her face apart.
Maybe you could stop it.
You ever noticed we never make it to 5 o'clock?
No, I don't think she did.
I want to get to my brother and my nieces and get the hell out of here. And I need that oil tanker to get us to where we need to go.
That's suicide. They're shutting down the city.
If they're children, you gotta try.
It's my family.
Rick Grimes went right back into downtown. Got saved by Glenn. You gotta do what you gotta do.
But I need you to break the cycle.
She's been trying. You're the one who keeps doing the same thing.
Are you okay?
No. You
No.
just picking up on that? Right?
You all should just go.
Blair, do you need a Xanax or?
I'm not kidding.
Please do not dare ever say that to me again.
Pull up, horde.
He's
I don't
like,
know,
say
just
less.
leave.
I don't even like this job. It sucks that American work culture is like this, that people are scared to leave work when there's real emergencies happening. Like, it just could never be me. I'm sorry. My life is far more valuable than a job.
You watch me die again and again?
Damn. I was saying, I'm pretty sure you guys are on the verge of divorce.
We're engaged, Blair.
Oh, I thought y'all were married.
And time, we just don't have enough of it to do the wrong thing. Just go.
You could try to fix it. He's like, okay, bye. Damn, that sucks. But I guess you knew deep down. I mean, she never really tries to save him either, so it's not like it's all on him. Clearly your relationship was more facade than not.
Not fast enough.
Giving up.
Just get it over with.
Fair enough. Is she at least done? Nope, she's back. How come you're back? I thought you escaped.
I'm sorry for being such a dick these past 2 years.
Oh.
You obviously hated me from day one, and I just put it all on you, but I'm sorry.
Growth? Just took dying 100 times to get there.
You are a relentless bitch, and as a judgmental coward, I respect that.
That's like the nicest, weirdest thing.
Right? I'm like, I don't even know how to take that. I think it's a kind of a compliment, but not really, very backhanded.
Do you want to try something new?
Right? The fact that it's taking y'all this long. Maybe save the lady in the car this time? Can we try that?
What's wrong with that man? Get back!
You can't grab your own son? I don't know why none of them don't just kill the old man. Like, they literally could roll down the window and stab him in the head. But I guess this is at the beginning, so.
Why did you go for this tanker? Why not a Porsche?
You saw this thing blow. Who's gonna mess with a bomb on wheels?
Well,
Blair.
several times a few people have, actually. I think you're overestimating the intelligence of people in a panic. But the gas is not a bad idea. It's a good bartering chip, but also it makes you ripe for being robbed.
I went to school for marketing, but it wasn't Harvard. And I didn't know any CEOs growing up who could get me in a door.
My attitude didn't help.
Yeah. But I could have handled it better.
Both could have been better.
So sick of being pissed off all the time and not doing anything about it.
So true.
Want to test your theory?
Gonna go for the kids? Not doing it. Right, get back on the road. This sucker's not made for off-road. Come on, let's go. Nailed it.
Oh, God.
Don't relax yet. That was one block.
After everything, I'm still really scared.
I mean, this is a scary situation. Fear is a healthy response. I just feel like y'all should be trying to help more people. That's the part that's kind of crappy. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of dead people. Okay. Well, that sucks. She tried.
The one time we needed to blow. The one time.
Right.
We gotta light something else.
You maybe need like paper? There we go. Something that is a little bit stronger than a cigarette. I think that's enough fuel. You don't have to waste the whole tank on these guys. Who's gonna tell them that fire doesn't actually stop them either? It just slows them down. There you go. They're too happy. Something's about to happen. I was about to say, it's gonna go up the fuel. That's why I said you didn't need to keep it going, but okay. But y'all survived this time. Progress. There is great. Oh man. Well, here we are.
We made it to 5 o'clock. Do you think we're dead? Because I really wanted to see my dad.
That's super sad.
I think that you have a personality disorder, and you passed it to me.
What?
Exactly.
You think I infected you with my personality?
It's a thing.
It does happen.
I read about it.
Somewhere.
You'd rather invent a psychosis than agree with me.
I didn't invent it. It's a real thing. None of this is real. But
God.
Let's go get your nieces.
Yeah?
You have to walk, but let's go.
You know that neck accessory was featured in Vogue.
Not her putting her earring back on, because that matters. You gotta keep that. I agree. You think Jasmine's still alive? That's so cute. All right, so that's how we end. Okay, I'm not watching the preview just yet. I just kind of like to be walking into the episodes blind. All right, guys. Well, that was the second episode of Tales of the Walking Dead with Blair and Gina, and that was a very interesting take. Like I said, it reminds me of the movie Groundhog Day. For those of you who are on the younger side, you may not have seen it, but it's a movie basically about a man who keeps waking up and repeating the same day over and over again. There's other movies that have definitely used that concept, like Edge of Tomorrow, for example. But it's interesting that The Walking Dead is using this as a trope. No explanation, let's be real, because how, right? Like this is not a series that dabbles in the in the supernatural outside of the fact that we've got dead people walking, although they've always kind of loosely referred to it as being a scientific phenomenon, not some kind of weird voodoo witchcraft. So the fact that this is happening, this shared delusion, as they put it, is quite interesting. I almost thought that, maybe one of them died or almost died and was just going through their mind, like, what could have been different, like a scenario replay. But when I saw that both of them are experiencing it, I'm like, wow, that's just weird. And I have no idea where they're taking it when you're doing this. I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of what we had in the World Beyond, in the sense of, remember, oh gosh, their names have slipped out of my head, but the one that kept having dreams about the future, right? They never really explained how she was having these premonition type dreams. But I suppose, again, if we're in a world where the dead are getting up and walking, I guess we can introduce a few supernatural elements as well, like maybe some superior mental abilities in some way. But yeah, this was a very interesting take on the idea of how one really has to focus on working together, and how both of these people kind of had to get past some issues that they were experiencing with each other. But I guess more importantly, their own personal issues, right? Like, obviously they disliked each other and there was a lot of clashing between the two of them. But as I've many times said on this channel and with different shows, everything that we experience or everything we think that we're experiencing with other people, it's actually a reflection of things that we're dealing with and that we're projecting outwards. So it's not to say that people can't do or say things to irritate us, but typically when we let things affect us, like make us upset, angry, whatever, it's because it's typically something we see in that person that we either have in ourselves or that we dislike about ourselves, or the way that we're reacting to it. And so in the case of these two, we saw that even though they were butting heads over what seemed like real things, Gina being sick and tired of Blair being a bad boss, Blair being sick and tired of what she perceived to be a bad employee. But really it came down to the fact that Gina was very unhappy with her life, her chosen career. What she said, she gave up, she became a coward in her own words, and just kind of sat with this job that she hated, didn't mean anything to her, and she was really kind of just whiling away at this job. And that resentment caused her to be a poor employee. And the fact that Blair was pointing that out was really what the root of the problem was. But it was easier to just resent Blair for all the things that she didn't like about Blair. And conversely, Blair, seeing this incompetent employee, but really she was living a life that she's not happy with. She's in a fake relationship. She's putting on a show for all these people around her when really she's miserable, she's sad, she's depressed. And seeing this girl, sitting there not doing her job, not, kind of ticking off this box in what should be kind of a compartmentalized life. Blair saw that as like an eyesore or an issue, but really it was just her trying to fixate on something rather than the fact that she was not happy in her own life. So like I said, they both got to look and see what was really going on, and also see that each other wasn't really the problem, right? I mean, it didn't help. Both of them were doing things to aggravate each other, but in the end, it came down to themselves. And so once they were able to accept that about themselves, they were able to finally work together and do something different in order to have a different outcome, which, the expression says, that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So they literally drove themselves insane until they figured out, we need to do something different, both of us. You need to stop trying to leave on your own, and I need to stop trying to stop you. And, we need to work together. So very interesting episode, very different for The Walking Dead entirely. I have to say, never had a situation where they kind of went with this whole idea of the shared delusion, especially when it's not a situation with one of them or both of them kind of being on the verge of death or in a coma or something that kind of brings it back to a level of realism. So interesting, different storytelling. I think it's a lot of fun. Like I said, just a departure from what we're used to. So I enjoyed watching it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.